So I was getting my new setup set up, and I noticed an issue with my switch. It appears that I'm getting intermittently unreliable internet, or I'm getting connected and disconnected arbitrarily, and it seems like it might be an issue with my switch, but everything seems fine. The line coming in that's providing me internet is actually this line here. The status indicator appears to be okay. But in spite of that, I'm still not getting reliable internet. And so I'm gonna try to diagnose that as a quick test to ensure that there's no failure happening beyond this wire here. I can actually take this wire, this input line, disconnect it from here, and actually connect it directly into my PC, right? And that should give me internet. And if it doesn't, that means that there's a problem either at this line or past it. So let's see. All right, lights up. And that green little bar saying I don't have internet just disappeared. And if I were tried to reload these pages, it's gonna reload no problem. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it's a failure on the wire or anything beyond the wire, because I am getting internet if I directly plug in via this wire. But both of these switches are no longer working for some arbitrary reason. And if it was just one switch, I would suspect that maybe the switch failed. Because ultimately, when I did come across this issue, this wire, I typically, the input wire I usually have on one, connection one. That's usually how I kind of standardize things. So I know that the input for a switch comes in on one, output will go out in any other slot, right? So I noticed that this was green, but the bottom light was not even on for this blue wire that was coming into my room. So that made me suspect something hardware level is up. But we just saw that I connected into a different port 8 here, and both lights are lighting up. So I don't know, maybe it's like an intermittently working wire, or this wire is in the middle of failing, because I've had this wire for more than a decade now, I want to say. Wires don't fail, right? It must be crazy. Found some printing. This wire is a Cat 6E. But I was doing this while off camera before, and something really interesting happened. Let me try and demonstrate that for you now. So here's the input cable. It's currently plugged in and on. I'm going to unplug it real fast. Unplug everything else attached to it. Plug this guy into port. One was giving me a problem, so I'm gonna try a different port. Try the last port, port 8. Okay, plug it back in, give it power. Here's the power cable. All right, okay, yeah. It's on. Now I'm going to, one by one, start connecting the other cables. All right, that green bar, keep an eye on that green bar. And I'm gonna start plugging in stuff one by one. Port 1 was giving me an issue. Probably should not do that port. Yeah, port 1 is giving me an issue. It's a dead port. Yep. Port 1 died. That sucks. Okay. But I swapped this guy with this guy. This has no such issue with that port. And I was still having internet connectivity issues. So I'm suspecting there may be something else going on. Okay, I'm an actual idiot. My cable management isn't very good, because I have this guy connected in here and connecting back in. Like an idiot I am. This is actually supposed to go up to the top, but I didn't manage to route it correctly, so I suspect maybe that was most likely the issue I was encountering. And lo and behold, it should work. Yes, it worked. Yes, over here, no more green bar, pestering me about no internet connectivity or whatever. And then over here, this guy here, yeah, we have YouTube, right? Good old YouTube playing a video or whatever. And yeah, it'll play. I don't know what's taking so long. It's really not gonna play. Come on, YouTube. My Mac Mini is so old that it refuses to play YouTube videos now. Both my Mac Mini has internet connectivity as well as my computer. So the discovery of a network loop where a wire connected from the switch back into itself makes sense in this case. Both network switches were set up with a network loop present, and thus both exhibited some similar issues that I wasn't able to place early on. The main takeaway in this instance is to practice good cable management. Had I had proper cable management, there would have been no way for me to accidentally loop a cable back into a switch, causing a network loop. I've actually released a few videos on a recently released cable management product by the one and only Linus Tech Tips on my sister channel, Anonymous Reviews. Links in the description below. So as you can see, internet connectivity has been restored. That was kind of confusing and perplexing, but hey, I mean, if I can do it, anyone can do it. So I'm a software dev, not like a professional in terms of network setup and stuff, but I've dabbled in it for a good amount of time, or I'm knowledgeable enough to be dangerous with it, right? That's the saying. So yeah, it's gonna be one crazy ride if you choose to keep watching my videos. I'm gonna be making stupid mistakes and hopefully showing you guys how to correct them. So yeah, see you guys later.